Zhao Liying has a really extraordinary disposition after wellness. With a yellow halter neck skirt and dark long straight haircut, she is loaded with goddess style. Wellness might not just increment at any point muscle and lessen fat, yet additionally show up more gorgeous, and the body shape of the entire individual is exceptionally close. Zhao Liying's body and demeanor are improving. She wears a yellow halter neck skirt with overstated hoops and a long dark straight hairstyle. Zhao Liying has a seriously extraordinary personality after wellness. With a yellow halter neck skirt and dark long straight hairdo, she is brimming with goddess style. Dresses are agreeable to wear, however unique skin openness scales will make the figure show unique. For instance, this yellow halter neck dress on Zhao Liying is a solitary item with a smidgen of provocative appeal concerning the design settings. Whether it is the uncovered skin on the back or the exposed midsection line, all pieces of the figure can be completely differentiated, and Zhao Liying's thin and tight figure can likewise be introduced from these parts. Yellow has a high feeling of presence in different varieties, and it obviously affects the variety, and besides, it can likewise feature the more enthusiastic and splendid disposition of the person. And yet, its deficiencies are incredibly critical. That is to say, for individuals with brown complexion, it is the hardest hit region, and it is not difficult to give the idea that the face is dull and the state is insufficiently full. Zhao Liying wore this yellow halter neck dress, showing an extremely sound coloring. Young ladies with round faces generally make a charming inclination. Regardless of whether they need to profess to be charming, they can in any case cause individuals to feel their appeal. Zhao Liying's face is little however round, giving her a sprinkle of delicacy. With the dark long and straight haircut, and the type of the center part, it can upgrade a smidgen of development, and can likewise utilize this hairdo to cause the goddess to feel. The dark hair and the yellow dress are significantly more inferred, the dark and yellow reverberation, and the variety contrast is additionally exceptionally clear. In the event that the halter neck style yellow dress is likewise blended in with a sprinkle of provocative personality, then, at that point, this long sleeve sewing dress on Zhao Liying's body is an additional honorable and moderate delegate. The whole skirt is loaded up with printed embellishments, which can likewise carry a dash of creativity to this outfit. With the dark meter belt, it makes a fixing impact, and it likewise frames the blueprint of the body. The mix with the dark long straight haircut is additionally extremely amicable. The decision of dress variety influences complexion, yet in addition the style made by the look. Like this pink tulle skirt on Zhao Liying's body, the texture is slight and straightforward, which can make her state more rich. The skirt is decorated with a ton of unsettled components, which can likewise have a feeling of progressive system without the expansion of different varieties or an excessive number of features. In the wake of working out, Zhao Liying's state has become increasingly quiet, and regardless of which outfit she wears, she can decipher her special appeal. Like this striped sewed top, with the sewing of two light tones, white and light yellow work together to make a rich picture. The plan of such stripes is extremely enormous, which is helpful for the construction of a slick and lovely picture. Combined with the expansion of a hip pack skirt, the lines in this part can likewise show a slight gentility. Young ladies with round countenances can show an exceptionally energetic and moving style regardless of whether they wear the easiest white shirt and levis. The white shirt Zhao Liying picked is short and little, which accommodates her figure and can undoubtedly make a gorgeous extent. Then, at that point, put on a high pigtail, with a couple of strands of bangs to change the face shape. The face is so delicate, it is the very appearance of a female understudy. 02. Hip bounce 5 open high and went low, with a score of 6.7, a record low, upheld by Wang Yibo's evaluations. The show This Is Hip Bounce can be supposed to be the expert theatrical presentation on Youku stage. As of late, different stages have progressively sent off a wide range of sorts of theatrical presentations. However, as a matter of fact, everybody can feel that Youku isn't exceptionally well known in that frame of mind of theatrical presentations. When ability shows were sent off on different stages previously, the prevalence of ability shows on Youku was the most reduced. Notwithstanding, the This Is Road Dance program has nearly upheld Youku's notoriety of theatrical presentations for a long time. As of now, this program has been communicated to the 5th season, and the initial 4 seasons have likewise acquired generally excellent standing and evaluations. When the primary season of the display aired, it became additionally the time while human beings had been at their maximum clean and there had been really only a few indicates of its kind, because the display attracted quite a few those who had been obsessed with road dance and had been kept in a position to expose off their strengths and speak the strategies with different those who had been obsessed with road dance. As the display went on air, we ought to sense that the team had placed quite a few attempts into its production, and every season become capable of introduce many new approaches to play, so the primary few seasons of the display had been very motivating to look at, especially while the dancers had been peaking every different, and every season had many excessive strength moments that might ignite all of us's enthusiasm. While the primary 4 seasons of the display had been rated above 7.5, the score of the 5th season of This Is Street Dance's best 6.7, that's 3 factors distinct from the best season of the display. Many netizens have started to remark that the display is already in a kingdom of excessive begin and occasional finish, because the scores have additionally damaged a document low. In reality, returned while the authentic lineup become introduced, there could be a few distinct voices. At the start the dancers had been all rather new and we had slightly met them, however those seasons have visible the go back of many dancers who've been at the display earlier than. When those dancers had been formally introduced earlier than, a few netizens could discover it boring. This season of the display honestly did not have too many hints up its sleeve and phrases of the layout of the opposition gadget, so visitors did not have a sturdy feel of effect or enthusiasm once they had been following the display. People additionally sensed that the display has rather much less creation to the dancers, the opposition gadget is perfunctory, and there is lots of controversy approximately the judging scores. But those are really a number of the not unusual place issues of aggressive indicates, due to the fact in this kind of aggressive display, any dancer who takes element with inside the opposition has his or her very own lovers, so the judging consequences will now no longer do justice to all of us. There is likewise a sense that there's greater teamwork on this season, however it's far hard to spotlight person patterns and traits with such a fixed up, as all of us serves the crew and could unavoidably should cowl up their very own edges. There also are a few lovers who say that it's far best due to the fact Wang Yibo continues to be with inside the display that they are able to help themselves to look at the display and feature to mention that Wang Yibo has certainly contributed quite a few warmth and sight visitors to the display. It is anticipated that the display can also be capable of make short changes through the comments from the target market this time, because the unique goal of the display continues to be very a whole lot diagnosed and it's far vital to make sure the pleasant and preferred of the paintings as a whole lot is feasible in case you need to retain to do it. 03. The motives why Fang Xiaofeng selected Zhao Liying screen the standards for selecting a partner for a wealthy boy. Nowadays, existence is so worrying that many men say they do not need to conflict and need to discover a wealthy female to adopt. Although it's far only a joke, it nonetheless appears to expose the internal desire. At the identical time, many ladies additionally like to fantasize approximately marrying right into a wealthy own circle of relatives and turning into a wealthy spouse. However, greater ladies additionally have the self-recognition to recognize their very own mediocrity, and additionally recognize that the tale of Cinderella and the prince is only a fairy tale. But in reality, if Cinderella works difficult sufficient and is right sufficient, she additionally has the identical danger to satisfy the prince, at the same time as normal ladies have the identical opportunity to marry right into a wealthy own circle of relatives in the event that they have the opportunity. In the amusement enterprise, many actors come from rich families, which include Lin Zhailing, Liu Yifei and Wu Zun. However, nowadays we are going to speak approximately some other wealthy own circle of relatives' son, Feng Xiaofeng. As all of us recognize, with inside the amusement enterprise, Feng Xiaofeng's own circle of relatives is rich and has taken into consideration a rich own circle of relatives, and getting into the amusement enterprise to shoot is likewise basically only a non-public hobby. For him, the cash earned from shooting can also additionally best be taken into consideration his pocket cash. And now, Feng Xiaofeng has additionally lengthily been married to Zhao Liying, and actually have youngsters, with inside the beyond years. There was no information of any disagreement, so it could be visible that their dating continues to be very good. However, earlier than Feng Xiaofeng were given collectively with Zhao Liying, he had an ex-female friend whom he have been speaking to for 3 years, Nini. From May 24, 2012, while Feng Xiaofeng admitted his dating with Nini on Weibo, to May 17, 2015, now no longer in time for the 3-12 months anniversary, the two formally introduced their breakup. Although there has been an opening of some years in between, it became unexpected to look Feng Xiaofeng and Nini fall in love for 3 years, in the end going their separate approaches, and additionally finishing up in a flash marriage with Zhao Liying, who he had been in love with for much less than 12 months, and had a love baby rapidly after the wedding. After breaking apart with Nini, why did Feng Xiaofeng select Zhao Liying? The enterprise additionally determined to get married and feature youngsters so quickly? In a display, Feng Xiaofeng mentioned his perspectives on marriage, and among those who ate all of it have become enlightened after looking at, and eventually understood why he could split with Nini and stroll into marriage with Zhao Liying, who he had been in love with for much less than 12 months. On the display, he stated that he failed to honestly have any unique necessities for his different 1/2 of, now no longer best financially, however additionally in phrases of his profession. This makes overall feel, after all, his family is already very well off, so it would not count if his destiny spouse is wealthy or now no longer, as a substitute then, as we assume, wealthy human beings need a damsel in distress. He then went on to mention that his perfect different 1/2 of could decide on a person with a piece of difficult paintings. Yes, isn't always difficult paintings the primary traits vital for a Cinderella? In the eyes folks terrible human beings, cash is everything, however with inside the eyes of individuals who are honestly wealthy, cash is simply quite a number and does now no longer resolve all issues. If you're wealthy, you'll sense advanced and squander your cash recklessly, then the day you lose your cash, you'll likely have a mouth complete of complaints, after which you'll have a huge problem. At the time while Feng Xiaofeng and Nini had been collectively, Nini become with inside the midst of a growing profession, so in the event that they had selected to get married at this time, it may not have been a huge deal for Feng Xiaofeng, however for Nini, she could have needed to face a loss in her profession. So the two fell in love for 3 years, best to select to interrupt up with inside the end. But Zhao Liying become distinct. At that time, Zhao Liying become already a huge hit, her profession become in a strong period, and Zhao Liying's age become now no longer small anymore, and Feng Xiaofeng become additionally an older single man. The of them had a heartfelt feeling, after which they discovered it appropriate with inside the technique of having a long, and eventually reached a consensus on the brink of marriage, so Zhao Liying and Feng Xiaofeng were given married in a flash. Apart from the heartwarming second once they first met, what honestly made Feng Xiaofeng select to move in advance with Zhao Liying need to be the reality that in the time they spent collectively, Feng Xiaofeng felt that Zhao Liying become appropriate. In addition to the reality that Zhao Liying's profession is strong and appropriate for marriage, greater importantly, it's need to be due to the fact Zhao Liying become born with inside the nation state as a baby and has a completely hard-working spirit in herself. This is why Feng Xiaofeng selected Zhao Liying after which married her in much less than 12 months. It appears that the standards for selecting a partner for a rich own circle of relatives isn't the proper own circle of relatives as we would love to think, however something greater treasured than cash.